Hi everyone, in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to make this really simple coaster or makeup remover pad or face scrubby. Really simple, quick project which looks really beautiful. Okay, so we're going to start off with, I think we'll use 3 different colours, and this is a DK light worsted weight yarn, so it's a yarn weight of 3, and with that I'm going to be using a 3.5mm E4 crochet hook, and we're also going to need a pair of scissors and a yarn tapestry needle as well. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so we're going to start off with a chain 4 loop. You could use a magic ring as well if you prefer. We're going to do a little slip knot, and then we're going to chain, chain 4. Let's chain 1, 2, 3, and 4. Going to put our hook into our first chain, bring the yarn through the first chain, and then straight through the loop on your hook. Okay, so we've got a little chain 4 loop, and then from there we're going to chain 2, chain 1, and 2. Then we're going to do a double crochet cluster, which is kind of like double crocheting 2 things together, but we're not actually crocheting stitches together. We're just going to put them into the center of our loop. So this pattern's in US terms, so in UK terms that's going to be a 2 treble crochet cluster, but we're going to wrap the yarn around our hook. Going to put our hook into the center of our loop. Be careful not to put it through the first chain, which looks bigger. Bring the yarn through. Then we just yarn over, pull through 2, and then we stop, and we're going to yarn over again as if we're doing a decrease. Go into the center again, bring the yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2 again, leaves us with 3 loops. We're going to yarn over, pull through all 3. And we've got a 2 double crochet cluster there. Then we're going to chain 1. And then what we're going to do is a 3 double crochet cluster in the center, because those chains are counting as our first double crochet effectively. So we're going to yarn over, go back into the center, bring the yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2. Then stop, yarn over again, go back into the center, bring the yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we stop again and do that one more time. We're going to yarn over into the center, bring the yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2 again, and that leaves us with 4 loops. Then we just yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, and we get a 3 double crochet cluster, or like 3 double crocheting 2 or 3 together or something, but we're just doing it into the center. Okay, so we're going to repeat that 4 more times. So we're going to chain 1 in between and do another 3 double crochet cluster. So I'll show you one more time. We're going to yarn over into the center, yarn over, pull through 2, stop, yarn over into the center, bring the yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2, then one more time, yarn over into the center, bring the yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2, got 4 loops, yarn over, pull through all 4. And most of the pattern is using these 3 double crochet clusters. Okay, we're going to do that 3 more times, so just chain 1 in between. Okay, I'm just finishing up the last one, pull through all 4, chain 1. So you should have 6 of these. So the first one is our 2 with the chain, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you should have 6 clusters. Then chain 1, and we're going to skip these chains, beginning chains, and find that 2 double crochet cluster and slip stitch into there to join the round. Okay, you can't see much at the moment, but it will come together. Now we need to find our first chain 1 space, and we're going to put our hook into there, and we're going to bring the yarn through and work a slip stitch, so straight through the loop on your hook in the same color. Now we're going to join our new color. Okay, so we're going to get our next color. So I've got this lighter blue, and we're just going to hold that in place and bring that through the loop on our hook, then just pull your tail ends to secure that, and now we're working with the blue. Okay, so we're going to chain 2 just like we did at the beginning, 1 and 2. It's a little bit loose there, so I just need to pull my tail ends a bit. So chain 2. But instead of doing a 2 double crochet cluster, we're going to go into a 3 double crochet cluster straight away, and just ignore these chains. These are not going to count as a double crochet. So yarn over, go back into the same chain 1 space, just wrapping it around the chain 1. We work a 3 double crochet cluster, exactly the same as before. Just pulling through 2, then yarning over, pulling through 2, pulling through all 4. Whoops, same as before. Then we chain 1, we're always chaining 1 in between, and we're going to do another 3 double crochet cluster in the same chain 1 space. So go back in there again and work another 3 double crochet cluster. Pull 2, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through all 4, like so. So we've got 2 in there. I just need to pull these tail ends. And then in between we always chain 1. Now we're going to move over to the next chain 1 space and do 2 3 double crochet clusters in there as well, with the chain 1 in between. So we go straight in there, do a 3 double crochet cluster, pull through all 4, then we chain 1 in between and do another 3 double crochet cluster in the same chain 1 space. So these are exactly the same as the first round, these little clusters, okay? And as we're doing that, you can start seeing it separate out the first round, which looks really nice. Then we chain 1 in between and we work 2 3 double crochet clusters in the next chain 1 space with a chain 1 in between. So we're always chaining 1 in between. Okay, so I shall do that and I shall come back, just repeating the same chain 1 in between, the same pattern, 2 in each with chain 1s in between. And then chain 1. There's our next 2. Okay, just coming up to the end, don't forget to chain 1 in between, and we've got our last chain 1 space. Always make sure you find a nice clear space. And again, we work our 3 double crochet cluster, chain 1, and another 3 double crochet cluster in the same chain 1 space. Okay, and then we always chain 1 in between, so chain 1, then we're going to skip these chains and find your first 3 double crochet cluster, and we're going to slip stitch into there. Okay, that's the next round finished. Okay, we're going to slip stitch into our next chain 1 space along in the same color. Just slip stitch into there, then put that down, and we grab our final color, which is going to be this darker blue. We do the same thing again. We're just going to put that over our hook, hold with our finger, bring that through the chain 1 and just pull to tighten, and we chain 2 to begin, but we're just going to ignore those chains. Okay, this time, so the chain 1 space below, the same chain 1 space, we just do 1 3 double crochet cluster. So go into there and just work 1 3 double crochet cluster, pull through all 4, chain 1, we always chain 1 in between, and then we go on to the next chain 1 space and we do 2 3 double crochet clusters with chain 1s in between. So go into the next chain 1 space, work a 3 double crochet cluster. So our first one, chain 1, and our next one in the same chain 1 space. Pull through 2, pull through all 4. Okay, so we got 2 in there. And we're going to repeat that around in every chain 1 space. We chain 1 in between. So the next chain 1 space, we just do 1 3 double crochet cluster. Like so, and then we chain 1, and the next chain 1 space we do 2 3 double crochet cluster always doing our chain ones in between. So there's our first one, chain one, and then our second one. Everything's getting in the way. Like so, and then obviously chain one. And we're going to repeat that all the way around, just doing one by itself, then two, then one by itself, and then two, chain ones in between, back to the beginning. Okay, so I shall do that, and then I shall come back. Okay, and once you've finished your last set of two, you should end on a set of two. We're going to chain one. We're going to skip those first two chains and find our first cluster and slip stitch into there to join the round. And now you can really see the little petal shapes, heart petal shapes coming together. Then I like to finish it up with a little picot edging. So you can pick any of these colors. I think maybe I pick the silver. I'm just going to bring the silver up, bring that through the loop on our hook, pull our tail ends. And we're not going to slip stitch over to the chain one space. We're going to stay here and we're going to go straight into a chain three. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to find the chain one space and we're going to slip stitch into there. So just put your hook into there, grab the yarn and bring it straight through the loop on your hook to do a slip stitch. And repeat that all the way around. We're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch in the next chain one space. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch in the next chain one space. And repeat that all the way around, just chaining 3 and then slip stitching in the chain one space. Okay, and just coming up to the last one, chain 3, and then we just slip stitch in the very last chain one space here. Okay, and then we can cut our yarn, cut all our tail ends, cut the blues and the cream, just pull that loop through, and then we're going to take our yarn needle. What I like to do is just sew, just push that blue down and just sew right below those chains. And that creates a really nice, neat finish. And then we just need to hide all our other tail ends, which I shall do, and then I shall come back and show you the finished coaster. And there is our finished coaster, and this is what it looks like on the back. Obviously I carried this yarn, so you may not want to do that. You may want to just sew it in so you have a nice neat back, but it looks really nice on the back as well. And there we go, there is our little cute coaster or face scrubby or makeup remover pad. And also you could turn it into a keyring by making two. Here's one I made in a red and white yarn, and I made two and I just sewed them together. I sewed them via the white part and I kept the picots free, and I added a little plaited chain and I got this really cute little padded keychain, keyring, or even a pin holder, something like that. So lots of options to try. But there we go. I hope you enjoyed that quite simple little tutorial. I'll put the written version on the website along with my 400 plus other free crochet patterns, so do check that out at happyberry.co.uk. And a huge thank you as always to our Happy Berry Plus members and our YouTube channel members for helping make these videos possible, but also to those who just watch, like, subscribe, comment. It really helps our channel. So thank you so much, and I'll see you soon for some more crochet crafting fun. Thanks for watching. Bye.